Well, here I am again shooting another day in my life video, and I'm sitting in front of the old Sula house, which is next to our house on the property here. And I was thinking about Mr. Sula. Mr. Sula, the Sula house, uh, the woman we bought the property from was named Miss Woods, and she kind of took care of Mr. Sula in his old age before he passed away. And he left the property to her, and then we bought the property from her. Uh, Mr. Sula was a fairly well-known portrait artist that originally grew up in Chicago. We've got some pictures, not his paintings, but we have some pictures of the property in the old days. And Mr. Sula, one of the interesting things about him is he had a girlfriend back in Chicago that's very well known, Sally Rand, who was a burlesque fan dancer and balloon dancer, and she performed all over the world, Paris. She performed at the Chicago World's Fair, I think in '39. And the story that we got is that at that time he met her and she wanted him to paint her portrait, and in the process of that they had an affair going. I don't know how long it lasted, but anyway, he had a famous girlfriend, Sally Rand, and you young people probably don't even know who Sally Rand was, but the old folks remember her. She was famous in the 30s and 40s. And so anyway, this is his old house. And in fact, I know I've got I can pull up a video of her fan dance. Maybe I'll put it on this video. I'm sitting here in the old red chairs that were passed down from my mother and dad, and they've been sitting outside for years, and I spent a couple of days scraping and trying to get them back in good shape, and I repainted them, painted them silver. Merlene didn't like it, so we painted them red, and there's still not much to them, but I'll show you a picture of what they look like. That's two of them. I'm sitting in another one here, drinking my iced tea. So it's not a real sunny day. It's pretty pleasant, but I've been working all week. I'm pretty tired. I don't feel like working. So I think what I might do is I might go fishing. I haven't fished in the pond in 6 months, well, closer to a year now, even though my grandson-in-law comes and fishes regularly. But I think I'll hook up and go down and see if I can catch a fish, just see if I can do it. So I'll take you along in the process. Okay. Oh, how you like my rooster? Came from Tiffany's house. See, that's what I ought to be doing. I ought to be working, but plenty of work to do. Always is. We'll go in here and I already checked out the fishing rod. You can never have too much fishing tackle. Okay. All right, I got the fishing gear. See all my yard flowers? I work hard cultivating all of these flowers. And here's the pond. Water's up. We had a lot of rain a few days, so the pond is completely full. Got one. I hope I got that on camera. Let's see if I hold him close to the camera he looks bigger. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Still pretty nice though. First fish. Whoa, got another one. They're smaller than the first one. Oh! Hold on, bud. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to try for one more. Oh, I missed that one. By the way, this pond was built back in the early 50s by Mr. Sula before he passed away. And I'm glad. There's my catalpa trees again. They're through blooming. Someone asked me about, didn't heard of a catalpa tree. These are the beans come off the tree that resprout. Well, it's starting to sprinkle, and I caught 2 fish right off the bat, so I think it's time to go to the house. This is my kind of fishing trip. Oh, by the way, since I'm here, this is an old red bench that I inherited from my father. I don't know where he got it. He probably inherited it from some friend. I could walk back to the house, but I've had my walk for the day already, so why overdo it? Well, the beauty of this kind of fishing trip is you don't have to travel a long way. You don't have to get together a lot of equipment, and you know where the fish are. You got them trapped in a small pond. There's not a lot of place they can go. So my kind of fishing. Also, probably the whole fishing trip only lasted about 20 minutes tops. So, and I didn't have to walk from the house. I rode the golf cart down, as you can see. So anyway, that was my work for the day. Ha! But you know what? In my old age, even this takes a certain amount of effort. You kind of got to plan your expenditure of effort. Everything takes effort when you get old. Just a message for you young people.